is Nelson here, founder of Functional Training Institute, creator of Dual Zone Myofascial Release. Today I'm going to talk about how to fix the shoulder problems such as frozen shoulder, or anybody who use a lot of computer sitting on the desk with shoulder pain and impingement. So typically a frozen shoulder, during the review, as in the movement screening, you'll see that they won't be able to lift up the arm very high, and same thing, they won't be able to lift up the arm sideways, and same thing, they cannot put the arm behind. Now, if you are a normal person who use a lot of computer, you'll find that if you fail this review test, which is flexion of the shoulder, or this test, you'll find that when you want to go backward, you feel a lot of pain here. That means your internal rotator of the shoulders is very, very tight due to a lot of typing, or like me, a manual therapist, we do a lot of manual work for our client. Our shoulder always internal rotated, so the internal rotator of the muscles are very tight. So you will have to release your pec minor, your subscap, and your latissimus dorsi, all those muscles, before you can do this retrain, as in the corrective exercise that I'm going to show you. Very simple, very powerful, that I have used it for many of my frozen shoulder clients. It's very easy to do and highly effective. So what you need is a elastic band. This is an elastic band from Sandband, and I tied it with a 2-loop, easy for me to secure it. And you can either use a therapy ball as a support, or you can roll up a towel for the support. So let's say I have the right side frozen shoulder, limited range, or I cannot do this action, very pain on my shoulder. Hence, I definitely cannot do a shoulder press or a pull-up. If not, you'll keep grinding my supraspinatus tendon. So I need to restore my external rotation function. So the two external rotation muscles are infraspinatus and teres minor, which is going to retrain those muscles after the release. So assuming I have done all the release, so now I'm going to show you level 1 retrain exercise, very easy. I'm going to take this loop and create a bigger loop and loop it just below my knee. Okay? Then I just go one more round. Just go one more round like this and make it a little bit shorter depending on how long is the tension of your band. So this will be my anchor point. The other one, I put it just around my wrist. See, on top of my hand, my wrist. I just close my forefinger and use my thumb to grip it. Very straightforward. I close my finger, lock it in. Okay? So I'm going to lie down on the bed so you can see me. At home you can do on the floor or on the bed is fine. So I can use a therapy ball as my support so that I won't be doing this, which is bad for the shoulder. So I purposely lift my elbow up so I can pin my shoulder down nicely to work on the posterior calf, which is teres minor, and infraspinatus much more effectively. So a roll up towel will be good. So you start with a small angle. This is 90 degrees. You start with 45 degrees first, which is easier. Then you go to 90 degrees later. So the legs will be anchoring nicely. This will be here, supported nicely. The shoulder will be pushing down. So level 1, very easy in this position. I'm going to use my rotator cuff, infraspinatus and teres minor to wind back my shoulder. Can you see? Like this. So I'm pushing this down while rotating my humerus joint, my humerus bone backwards, turning on my infraspinatus and teres minor, like this. Whatever range that the client can manage from frozen shoulder or those with shoulder impingement, you do 10 times. Now, after 10 times, make sure you don't use your forearm extensor. Don't do this. This is wrong. You can see my forearm extensors are firing up. We are not doing wrist extension. We are doing shoulder external rotation. You see my wrist is constant throughout. Okay? Don't do this and that. No. Just turn from the shoulder socket 10 times. Now, after 10 times, you do a modification, another 10 times, which is a smart way of doing it by tricking the brain, that you get more range. Now look at my legs now. So, step 1, you go to the range that you can manage. You can't go anymore, you lift up the leg, the band get looser, you can go more range and stay at the range that you can't go anymore. Push it down, your legs, then you bring it back to the original again. Push it down, lift up the knee, you get more range, push it down further, bring down and come back. Same thing, you do this 10 repetitions. Okay? External rotate, lift up, to give you more range. Then you pin it down and come back. So this is the second version of it. And finally, after 10 reps, you go to 90 degree. That means this is 90 degree. The actual position, which is a lot tougher, same thing, you do 10 times. Whatever range you can manage, holding it down and firm with the towel or the therapy ball. Then you go to the second version, which is even much better to restore your range. Okay? Pull, up, down, down, up. Okay? You go to whatever range you can, lift up the knee, push further, put your leg down, then you come back. 10 repetitions. Then you test, you realize that you have more range for this and your external rotation and a lot more comfortable for your shoulder so that you can do your pressing and pulling exercise. So that was doing on the bed, which I'd like to introduce for people with chronic frozen shoulder or very irritated shoulder. Once you are able to do this, you can try moving on to the next level, which is the harder level. So you can stand up and go to a door, shoulder height. You just use the knob, open the door, and you close the door. Okay? So in this position, same thing, you look into your arm, put it on top, close your 4 fingers, then you use your thumb to secure it. Standing parallel, okay? Stand with your feet apart. So you're going to turn with your arm open 45 degrees, your elbow in line with the body, and you external rotate. Same thing, 10 repetitions, turning from the shoulder joint, your humerus joint, using the 2 muscles, infraspinatus and teres minor. After 10 reps, you're going to stand facing the cable. You see my elbow, they are still at the low angle, okay? And they're in line with my body, not behind, not in front, they're in line with my body. I'm doing this reverse external rotation. Same thing, 10 repetitions later, I do the final step, which is 90 degree. And notice, I'm not doing this action, okay? I'm turning from my shoulder joint very slow, very controlled. Don't yank the weight, don't do this, and don't use your back. No, so your palm and abs is tightened as you do this action. So all this will improve your external rotation with a lot less impingement to rehab your shoulder. Now, that was firing up your posterior calf, which is teres minor and infraspinatus. I also like to do another exercise, which is retraction. That will wake up my lower trapezius, which will promote to help my scapula to go upward rotation, which also will help frozen shoulder and many other shoulder dysfunctions such as lurching shoulder. This is a good exercise to retrain as well. I call it the lunge and roll. So because you need a stronger band, so you combine the 2 bands together. Same thing, you open the door and you close the door. Okay? So the loop will be secured by the door. Your hand is going around the wrist and secure it. So in this position, you split the leg, hip width into a split lunge. So you can go a little bit lower, lift up your heels behind, bend a little bit. So you're going to retract your shoulder blade first. Retract your shoulder blade, you pull and you pulse, pulse, and you return. Retract your shoulder blade, pull, pulse, pulse. The pulsing will reinforce your shoulder blade muscles, your back muscles to connect with the bum, which is what we want. Okay? So this will reinforce the back muscles to connect the fascia sling diagonally, the spiral line all the way to your bum. And pulse, pulse. You can even combine a lunge, coming up, pulse, pulse. Okay? All this will help you to correct your shoulder function, improve your posture, improve your range and mobility of the shoulder, and definitely elevate the pain. So try that out to improve your shoulder function, and let me know if you have any question. Email me at info@fti-lwz.com.